I will talk about this and scream about this till I'm blue in the face, is regarding the simplicity. Now, it's a mindset shift again, but is once you can get your organization on the same framework as designed with the military, that training, because you're in constant training. Yeah. You're constantly training, so that when the challenge comes up, you're like, I got this.
Right.
And you don't have to work those 50 to 60 hours.
Right.
Because you took care of it, because you got trained for that moment.
Right.
And I just wish more organizations could adopt and see clear of that instead of stigmatizing the military. I think they think of it as like this janky training, this sort of I don't know.
I hear what you're saying.
They want to support veterans, but I'm like, the numbers don't show that.
Right.
The numbers don't show that you're hiring.
It's very janky, like not good training, or they're not training them to think on their own.
Right.
But it's like, no, a lot of the times the Army is teaching you how to be better and how to look at it from different aspects.
Yeah.
And I think people need to understand that, because it goes back to especially the shift in the last 7 years, and company culture and that shit, blah blah blah, and mission statements and vision statements, and ethics and morals and our ideologies are so rampant in companies. But I'm like, but are you living them? It's great to put it on paper, to throw it up on a PowerPoint presentation, slap it up on your website. But are you truly doing that? Are you forward thinking? Are you just doing that for shits and giggles to make it look good and to check a box? But are you forward thinking? That's something that truly irritates the F out of me, because I'm a firm believer in, if you've got mission statements, vision statements, live them.
Yeah.
I take the Army values super seriously when I'm, not only outside, but especially when I'm in uniform. And I just
swore an oath.
You swore an oath.
You swore an oath.
And it's like, you see these companies, it's like, oh, we've got these truths up on the wall, and we've got all these things and blah, blah. It's like, but are you living them? For God's sakes, are you living them? And that just really irks me, because they're not. And it's like, maybe if you did, your mindset would change, your culture would change, and your company would change for the better. But you want to put them up there, but stick to the, well, this has always worked for us in the past, or the good old boy system, or whatever. And it's sad, and that's why we're not progressing as a society, as an industry either.
We're not evolving with the workforce. We're not.
No.
And that's frightening.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately we need these, and the larger corporations and companies are feeling the largest impact, and we need them.
Yeah.
Because of our economy, we need them.
Yeah.
But I hope they hear this to understand.
Listen.
Yeah. Listen. And because there are some great parallels here. There's some great loyalty. I like what you said about, in the military, and it is no person left behind.
Right.
We have to be there for one another. You have in the military, or the Air Force, we had a wingman. Did you have that in the Army, or you just had platoons?
Just platoons, really.
Apparently, we were just twosies in the Air Force. It's like, you got a wingman.
Yeah.
But the purpose was, in basic training, and the purpose was
battle buddy then.
Battle buddy.
Battle is what
so
we
you have
call
battle
them,
buddy. We had wingman, and so it was your success is their success.
Right.
And that the simplicity of that, it wasn't easy, because there were times I wanted to beat the snot.
Oh, yeah.
Out of and I screamed, and I would yell, and I'm like, oh my God, get your shit together.
Right.
But I would still helping them with their shit.
Right.
And then we'd go on a walk, or we'd talk through something or whatever. They were really frightened, but they got through it.
Right.
But we're not there for one another. And that was like, well, you're going to fail. You're going to fail if you don't. It's like, how about we start working with one another? Like, where are our battle buddies? Where are our wingmen and the wing people? In the wing people. I don't know if they call them wingman anymore or not, but Uh, but and we need those within our
Yeah.
organizations. They're just good, solid frameworks and structures that could be carried over from those military
And I
cultures and
agree with
operations.
that.